Hi guys, so today I'm going to be filming what my recommendations are, my top 10 recommendations are for a groom. If you're getting married or you know someone getting married or whatever, or you just want to smell like you're getting married, I have 10 fragrances here that I highly recommend. These, in my opinion, I always say this, these are the best in my personal eyes. Obviously, everybody has different opinions. If I had a fiance and we were getting married, I would make him wear one of these on our special day for sure. I will list all of these fragrances obviously down below for you guys. So yes, let's get into it. So I'm gonna start out with number 10, and this fragrance is from Creed. This is the only Creed in this list, and in my opinion, this is the best for a formal occasion. This is Creed's Royal Oud. Like I said, this is the best Creed for a formal occasion in my personal opinion. Royal Oud, it starts off kind of weird. You have to work with this one for sure, but the dry down of Royal Oud is absolutely phenomenal. It's mostly woods and spices, but there's a little bit of a citrus in there at the beginning as well. I've noticed with a lot of Creeds, you do have to work with them because the initial spray is a completely different fragrance to what you get in the dry down, which is exactly like this one. Starts off with like this hit of bergamot and some pink pepper, but as it goes down, it becomes musky, it becomes woody, there's still a spice there, and it's just amazing. And in my opinion, this is one of the best fragrances for a suit and tie, for a formal occasion. I see this one on more of like a mature, sophisticated kind of guy, but yeah, it's absolutely phenomenal fragrance. So Creed's Royal Oud is coming in at number 10. Okay, my number 9 is very predictable. I feel like you guys should just expect this. Obviously, we're going to include Chanel's Bleu de Chanel because apparently there are people that don't like this fragrance, but I've never met anyone, because honestly, every single person, man or woman, that I've asked about Bleu de Chanel, everybody seems to love it. So in my opinion, this is kind of like Coco Mademoiselle for women. It's foolproof. There's definitely a fresh quality to it as well. It's citrus, woody, spicy, really great fragrance. I cannot recommend it enough. And I also recommend the Eau de Parfum the most. I also love the Parfum version. If I had to choose one to say like don't buy, it would be the Eau de Toilette. So either one of the other two is perfect. And like I said, you can't go wrong with Chanel, especially Bleu de Chanel for your big day. So definitely a great fragrance. It's very safe. That's a very safe one in this list. So coming in at my number 8, again, we have a pretty safe fragrance, and I've talked about this so much at this point that I feel like you guys are probably going to be sick of it and probably expecting it. Hermes, Terre Hermes. Now, this fragrance is so good. When you spray this on, you're probably going to be like a bit, not put off, but you're probably not going to be that impressed with it on its initial spray. But if you just leave it to kind of sink in, and when you catch little whiffs of it during the day, you're going to be absolutely intoxicated by your own fragrance, because that is what Terre Hermes does. The sillage, the lingering kind of smell of it is just phenomenal. So this one, I've talked about it so many times by now, you guys know it's a citrus woody, but to me it's much more of a woody fragrance. I don't really get too much of the citrus note in this fragrance, just in the initial spray. But after that, it just becomes this like kind of spicy woody scent, but it's really amazing. Very masculine, very sexy on a guy. Like, it really does smell sexy on a guy. And again, very safe option. Like Bleu de Chanel, these are very safe options for your wedding day. Maybe they're not the most unique scents, but they're very safe, and you will smell amazing. So my number 7 is another Chanel. Here we have Chanel Sycamore. Sycamore. I absolutely love this fragrance. Oh my god, like, this fragrance to me is one of the best woody fragrances on a man ever. I find Sycamore really sexy. It has a sophistication to it, because any fragrance that is really woody is gonna have somewhat of a maturity to it, a little bit of a sophistication, but there is something so sexy and again, so intoxicating about Sycamore. It has this piney freshness to it. It's got vetiver. The vetiver is the leading star in this fragrance, in my opinion, but oh my god, it just smells so good. Like I said, there's a little bit of a freshness there, like this walking through a pine forest, but in a good way. Don't let that make you think that you're going to smell like a tree, because you're totally not. Like I said, I find Sycamore personally very, very sexy and very, like, it's like a delicious vetiver, which usually you wouldn't really call vetiver delicious, but I don't know how it works, but it does. Chanel Sycamore, absolutely amazing, amazing fragrance. If you do want to spend a little bit more money, I'd put it here. My number six fragrance is definitely one of my most favorite fragrances on a man ever. And I feel like this fragrance is universally loved by everyone. And it's definitely a fragrance that I could see working really well on a guy for his wedding day. This fragrance is from Yves Saint Laurent, and this is La Nuit de l'Homme. Oh my Lord. Wow. This fragrance is absolutely stunning. It's very sensual. It's very sexy. It's very delicious on the skin. It just makes you want to nuzzle up to it. And like I said, I can definitely see this one working really well on a guy in a suit. It truly is one of the best fragrances in my personal opinion. It's got this sexy cardamom note along with some lavender, so it's aromatic, and there's definitely a little hint of sweetness in there just to kind of make it that like kind of delicious sort of scent. And oh my Lord, I can't say enough good things about this, but everybody knows it, everybody loves it. Again, this one's a pretty safe option, I think, for your wedding day. You know that your woman's gonna be all over this for sure. So La Nuit de l'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent, definitely a safe one, again, for a guy that's getting married. I see that one on more of a younger crowd. Like for me, I see Sycamore on somebody a little bit more mature, but then I see like La Nuit de l'Homme on maybe someone a bit younger. But obviously fragrance has no age. You can literally wear whatever you want. It doesn't matter. So, okay, so coming in, wait, we're up to number 5. Opening up my top 5 is a fragrance that so many of you guys have bought this fragrance because of me, and I feel really like grateful that you guys trust me so much to just buy a fragrance. Like that means a lot to me that you put so much trust in me and my nose and stuff. So this fragrance, I absolutely love it. I still love it. It's going to be one of my favorites for a very long time. I think it's an absolutely stunning, timeless classic that has been around for a very long time, yet it doesn't smell dated whatsoever in my personal opinion. Goline Heritage, this one is the Eau de Toilette concentration. Oh, you guys, Heritage, what can I say about Heritage? You guys, most of you, I've had so many amazing messages from you guys saying that you absolutely love it. Some of you guys said that you had to, like, the initial spray was a bit weird, but as soon as it dried down, you totally fell in love. And that is truly what Heritage is. Like, you have to kind of let it kind of sink into your skin, experience the magic. This fragrance, like I said, is classic, it's timeless, and in my opinion, this is going to be a great fragrance for a very, very long time. So how does it smell? It's kind of like a dusty patchouli. There's a really beautiful, smooth patchouli note. The patchouli is not in your face. It's not overly sharp or strong or too much. It's just a beautiful, smooth patchouli with sandalwood coming in, following it. And it's just, the note breakdown is huge. The note breakdown is absolutely massive, but you guys just have to go and try this one for yourself. See what I mean, experience it, let it dry down, and I hope that you guys will love it as much as I do. So I genuinely think that this one would make an incredible fragrance to pair with your suit and your bride, and on your wedding day. I think that this would just be absolutely stunning. My number 4 is a fragrance that I have recently just fallen in love with, and I think this fragrance is so incredible. It is just unreal, especially in a suit. This is Prada L'Homme Intense. This smells like luxury. This is the most luxurious, smooth, buttery iris scent that I've ever smelled. This is absolutely 10 out of 10. This is even better than Prada L'Homme. This is actually, you know what? This is way better than Prada L'Homme. This is, oh, it's so much more rich. There is a beautiful, rich iris note that just makes it so smooth. There's definitely a sweetness in here. There's more of a sweetness in this one. I think there's tonka bean in here. I know that there's leather and iris, but this truly, truly blew me away. And I think that this would be one of the best fragrances to wear for, you know, your wedding day. How many times can I say that? Your wedding day, you're in a suit. Prada L'Homme Intense. You guys have to get your nose on it. Wow, 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 is this fragrance stunning. My top 3, literally guys, actually you know what, my top 4, so including this bad boy. On any other day, the list could be different. My top 4 could honestly be switched out very easily, and these 4 fragrances at the moment are like up there as my favorite men's fragrances in the world right now. So I'm excited to talk about the rest. So coming in at number 3 is a fragrance from the house of Nasomato. This is one of the best from the house of Nasomato in my personal opinion, and this is Duro. Speechless, absolutely speechless. I have mentioned this in my Nasomato video that I'm quite surprised. I'm going to be really honest, like I'm surprised that more people don't talk about this one. I know a lot of people love and adore Pardon. I also love it. I'm not going to lie. I also love Pardon, but if I had to choose what I would want to smell on my man, I would want him to smell like Duro. This is strong and masculine and woody, and there's a sweetness in there, and I said it in my video again, my Nasomato video, the woods are like a caramelized woods, and there's a smooth leather note, like it's a really buttery leather, it's very smooth. This definitely is one of my favorite fragrances for a man at the moment. This fragrance represents the power of masculinity. And to me, it definitely smells masculine. There's a lot of woodiness, but there is a sweetness that kind of pulls it together, but it's not as sweet as Pardon in my opinion. But this one is just amazing. It smells like luxury. Again, this one also smells like luxury. Or actually, you know what? Scratch that. My top 4 all truly smell like pure luxury, like as high class as you can get. I reckon that these top 4 definitely fit that bill. So Duro from Nasomato, definitely recommend it. My number 2 is a fragrance that I have spoken about a lot, and so many of you guys, again, so many of you guys have bought this because of me, and every single one of you, I would not exaggerate, I would not joke about this, every single one of you has gone, thank you Debbie so much. I adore this fragrance. This is one of the most beautiful fragrances. This is my favorite fragrance. This fragrance is the best in the world. Literally all of you guys have loved it, and I'm so glad, because this fragrance is, again, more of an underappreciated fragrance. Don't know why, because it's truly phenomenal. Christian Dior's Ombre Nuit from the amazing Christian Dior line. Now, I actually have a discount code running with feelingsexy.com.au at the moment. I'm not being paid, but they do sell this fragrance on there, and I have a 10% off code with them. So I will link that down below if you guys are interested. If not, it's fine. Like I said, I'm not making money. I just want to tell you guys, because I truly believe that every single one of you guys that is watching this video right now needs this. You need this fragrance in your collection. No questions asked. Oh my God, this fragrance blows me away every single time I smell it. I think it is one of the most perfect fragrances that I've smelled. I cannot fault this fragrance. There is nothing in here that I don't think is good. This fragrance is just a masterpiece. If you don't know how it smells, it's rose and ambergris and pink pepper and bergamot, and do not worry, it doesn't smell like rose. It doesn't really smell of a feminine rose or like a powdery rose. It doesn't smell like that at all. To me, it's more of that it kind of has a Coca-Cola vibe, if I'm being totally honest with you guys. It does kind of pull this little Coca-Cola vibe, but very, very, very very well blended, very luxurious. Don't let that make it sound cheap, because it really doesn't. This smells expensive. It is truly one of the best fragrances that I have ever smelled for a man. Like, this one is unisex and I wear it, but I do think it smells better, if I'm being honest. Does smell better on a man. So Ombre Nuit from Christian Dior is definitely highly recommended from me. This fragrance is a masterpiece for sure. We made it to my number one spot. Now, if I was getting married tomorrow to my dream man, this would be the fragrance that I would say, wear this. This is what I want to remember on you. This is what I want to remember on you on our wedding day. This is it. This is the fragrance. For me personally, at this moment in time, this would be it. This fragrance is from Parfums de Marly and it is Leighton Exclusive. An absolute masterpiece. This, to me, smells so high quality and so rich and so luxurious. You really have to check out Leighton Exclusive. Like I said, it's rich. This is a rich, deep, dark, mysterious, sexy scent. Like really sexy. So how does it smell to me? There is oud in here, there's coffee, there's vanilla, there's almond, but if I'm being honest with you guys, it has the Leighton DNA of the original Leighton, but like I said, it is so much more rich. But there is still that Leighton DNA in here. If you're getting married and you want the best fragrance for your wedding day, you want to wow your future wife and you want the best fragrance, this is it. So Parfums de Marly Leighton Exclusive, get on it. I'm serious, you guys, get on this. Not even for your wedding day, just get on that one in general. But you do have to like and appreciate more rich kind of fragrances. So I feel like if you're used to fragrances like Bleu de Chanel, this one may be a little bit much for you. But in my opinion, it is so worth trying. It is so worth trying and exploring and giving a sniff that you just have to, like, you guys just have to, okay? If you bought any fragrance in this list, I'm sure that you would smell absolutely incredible on your wedding day. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will leave all the information and the fragrances down below for you guys. So yeah, thank you for watching and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye guys.